Hello, what you see behind me is the Texas State Capitol, where the 87th legislative session is ongoing. It's scheduled to end May 31st, 2021, and I'm here to give you an update of what's going on that concerns the TSGE. Hi, I'm Dr. Pradeep Kumar with Austin Gastroenterology, and I am the chair of the Legislative Committee. I want to thank our lobbyist, Marshall Kinderdine, who's helping me steer this committee, and I wanted to update you on the bills that are of interest to us. First, the scope of practice bill. This was a bill proposed to release nurse practitioners from physician supervision before gaining prescriptive authority and ability to write medications. House Bill 2029 is still pending in committee. Senate Bill 915 is scheduled but still has not been scheduled a hearing. What we believe this to be is that in the House, at least, there's not sufficient votes to release it out of committee. So this is a success for anybody such as ourselves that think that you ought to have to go to medical school in order to practice medicine. Bill number 2 that we're looking at is medical billing tax. This was a straightforward tax to ensure that sales taxes did not apply to medical billing. This is already passed out of the House and out of the Senate, and it's due to be signed by the governor, and we supported that bill as well. There was a pre-authorization bill for drugs to treat autoimmune diseases. It somehow involves us because we can call inflammatory bowel diseases autoimmune in some circumstances. And House Bill 907 has been passed out of the House, and they're waiting for the companion Senate or somebody to pick it up in the Senate and carry it through there to see before it gets a full hearing to the governor. The fourth bill is the colon cancer screening tests, saying that if you were to order a screening test, that if it were positive, the subsequent tests ought to be covered. This was originally sponsored by the American Cancer Society. The TSGE, on our behalf, has lobbied, and they have agreed to insert language that also approves U.S. Preventative Task Force guidelines to be used for this. And we would hope that if somebody were to participate in a colon cancer screening paradigm and came up with a positive test, that the subsequent colonoscopy or what have you were also a covered benefit. This has passed out of the Senate at Senate Bill 1028. The House Bill 3588 is going to have a hearing April 27th, and we hope to have someone to testify, but certainly we've registered in support. Last but not least, beginning screening at age 45. You know that the American College of Gastroenterology, along with the American Cancer Society and the U.S. Preventative Task Force, has argued to start at age 45 in all races, not just African Americans. And that bill is pending in committee. House Bill 410, sponsored by Julie Johnson, is pending in committee. And so it looks that it might be difficult to get that passed this session, but it's a first shot at it. So a lot of things going on in the legislature. These are the things that we're talking about, that we're interested in as gastroenterologists. And I want to thank Kai Camaro and Marshall Kinderdine for being our eyes and ears out there at the Capitol. And I wish you all a great rest of spring and early summer.